Okay. So, good afternoon. Here, we'll know today about the physiology. I remember someone that day asking me about the physiology. That tell me, ma'am, tell us about the physiology, and also this is about the physiology. We will know more about it. Last class. Last class we have known about the different divisions where we had also learned about anatomy, morphology. So today we'll learn about the physiology. Okay, we'll learn about the physiology. So about the what is physiology, that I also have told you. Physiology means something about studying about the external as well as the internal functions and structures of the body. Okay, now coming to here, one heart picture has been put here on your screen. You can see here it means that to study about the function of this organ, of the particular organ, not only heart, it can be other organs as well. It can be other different organs as well, like about brain, about kidney, about your stomach, pancreas, and any such lungs, any such organs, to study about how the body and its parts works. Works means how it functions. Now you know that the heart is an organ which pumps the blood and circulates the pure blood all over your body. Okay, circulates the pure blood all over your body. That means this is the function of that particular organ. Okay, so this is the function of this particular organ. Now to study of how the body and its parts works. Okay, now this to do this function, to do this function of circulating and pumping the blood all over the body. That means it has to have some particular what I should say, one proper function, or how it works, right? A method, like how it works, how the blood comes inside, from which ventricle it goes to the other ventricle, how it purifies the blood, then how it circulates through all around your body. That all is the function. How it does. Okay, how it does and why it does, this all study is done under physiology. Okay, this all study is done under physiology. So remember this. Physiology is nothing but the study of the external and internal structures, organs, their functions, to know how it works. Okay, to know how it works. So, and some will ask me now, why it is important, ma'am? Why it is important to study the physiology? Now, think you don't know only that how a particular organ is working, or you don't know what that particular organ does, or how it works, or how the functions are taking place. That means you will, if anything goes wrong with that organ, or any such failure, or if that organ is not working, then it is difficult to know, right, what actually has gone wrong with the body, or what actually has gone wrong with that organ. So we can't do even the treatment as well. So to know that how it functions, how the process takes place, everything we must study it, and that study is known as physiology. That study is known as physiology, studying the physical structure, functions of the body and its parts. Okay, of the body and its parts. Not only the heart, also about the different other functions. No, I'm not saying that only it is studies about these organs only, like heart, kidney, lungs. I'm also saying that it also studies about your other body parts or the structures, like your hands, legs, how it works, how the muscles are working. Okay, how the muscles are working, how the contractions takes place. Okay, contraction is nothing but in your heart the involuntary contractions takes place, right? Like if you keep your hand on your heart, there is a kind of a sensation which you will find, that is a lub dub sound. Yes or no? A lub dub sound it is known as. That means a kind of contractions is happening in your cardiac cells. Does it happens? Everyone are trying that, keeping your hand on your heart. Keeping your hand on your heart, everyone is trying to know that whether the contractions are happening or not. You can put down in the chat box if you are doing it, and you can feeling the sensation. Doing? Yes, ma'am. That means the heart is working properly. If there is kind of contractions happening, okay. Yes. Yes, Tasmia and Jajit, yes. So you can find that contractions happening, right? That means your heart or the organ is working properly. It is going, the work is going on. That means your muscles are working over there. Your cardiac muscles, cardiovascular muscles are working. That means a kind of a contraction is happening. Okay, that means the heart is involved in your pumping of your blood all over your body. Others, anyone? Your heart is not working for now. Others, no one has feeling the sensations. Okay, not audible to you. Monica, can you hear me? Am I audible? Okay. So tell me whether the contractions are happening, whether you can find the muscles contraction happening. Yes, right? So that means that the muscles are in work. That means the whole contraction process is going on. That means circulation of blood, pumping of the blood has been taking place. Okay, pumping of blood has been taking place. Please make sure everyone is answering. I'm saying you to do the experiment for now to see that whether you can first you can feel the sensation of your heart working. Okay, you can also near your hand the pulses also you can count the pulses. You all must be aware about that, right? That we can count the pulses near our hand there, near the nerves. So there also you can find the sensations happening. So that means that your organ is working properly. Okay, you are also doing one physiology study there, sitting in your, listening to the class and sitting in your home. You are also doing one physiological study, knowing that your organs are working properly. Okay, but it is only the external where to know the internal how it is working, how the process is going on, how the functions takes place. Everything has to be studied, and that study is done under physiology. Okay, that study is done under physiology. Clear to everyone? Am I audible? Am I audible to everyone? Okay. Okay, so this is about physiology. Clear? Physiology is clear. We got to know how what is the actual the basic about it. It's nothing but to study about the functions, about the structure, about your body and its parts and the other organs. Okay, so this is about physiology. Okay, we'll move on to the next slide now. Okay, we'll move on to the next slide. Okay. Next, coming to another one very interesting field, okay, in study of biology. Why we call it as interesting is because something to know about which you can't see. Okay, something to know about which you can't see, which is inside your body. Okay, which is inside your body and it is functioning for you. So some organs are there which are working for you. Don't feel sad anytime that okay, no one is working for me. You can always be happy about that. So many organs and cells are working for you. That is nothing but known as cells. Okay. So now we'll know that how does the cell actually works. Okay, how does the cell actually works and what happens? What is the study known as? Okay. So this cells are known as structural and functional unit. Okay, structural and functional unit of life or of an organ or of your body. Okay, structural and functional unit of your body is known as nothing but cells. Okay. Now, when you know the structural and functional unit, that means you have to know that it is functional because it does some functions for you. Okay. It is there doing some or the other functions for you. Okay. When it is present in your body, some functional things have been going on. So it is known as functional unit of our body. Now, there are many type of cells. Okay. Now you have to know that something like a cell is present in your body. That means you have to know that like the cells are your skin cells are there. Okay, skin cells are there. Hair cells are there. Then even your organ cells are there. Body cells are there. There are many such type of cells. Okay, there are many such type of cells. But what these cells do? Okay, what the cells do? Structural, why? Because now when I said to you that skin cells, hair cells are there, this small cells, okay, the small units or the small cells together form one tissue. Together form one tissue, means a group. Okay, just remember this tissue is known as, the group is known as tissue. Group of cells. Group of cells is known as tissue. These are what? Cells. Now I am taking this example as skin cells. Okay, example is skin cells. Now what is happening is this cells are nothing but small units. Okay, now the skin cells, small units have come together in a group. Okay, come together in a group. Okay. So what happens is as they have come together in a group, this group is known as tissue. Okay, now I'm giving this group a name, that is tissue. I'm giving this group ka name is given as tissue. Okay. So what happens now? This group name is given now tissue. Okay, the skin cells have come together making a tissue. Now what happens? Many such tissues are formed. Many such tissues are formed. Okay. Now many such tissues have been formed. Now what happens is when many such tissues are formed, all together these tissues form organ. Now the organ is skin here. Now the organ is skin here. Okay. This together form an organ, and that organ is skin here. Okay. Now what happens? The skin is present in an organism. Skin is present in an organism, yes or no? Humans have skin, animals have skin, plants have skins. Yes or no? Skin, peel, you peel any such fruits and all also have skin. You peel the skin and then you eat fruits, right? Yes or no? You do it. So what happens is this what first we had started from where one small skin cells had come together making up a tissue. Okay, so after that many such tissues formed. After that, these tissues all together formed an organ, that is skin, and that skin made an organism. Okay, now the skin is present in an organism. That means it starts with a cell. So it is known as structural and functional unit of your body or structural or functional unit of your life. Okay, structural and functional unit of your life. Now what happens here? Cells forms tissue. Tissue forms organs and organs forms organism, and that can be taken as humans, and each organs have different cells. Each organs have different cells. Hair has hair cells, skin has skin cells, then heart has cardiovascular cells. That is cardiac is a heart tissue. Okay, cardiac is a heart tissue. So heart has heart cells, kidney has kidney cells, lungs have lung cells. Okay, each organ will have their own cells, and cells are nothing but structural and function unit of your life, of your body, or structural and function unit of your life. Okay, the skin cells come together. Small, this one cell will come, then many cells will join. That many cells will join, they will form tissue. Okay, now the group name is given tissue. Then what happens? Many tissues come together and they form an organ. Okay, and the organ forms the organism. Okay, the organ forms the organism. So, what is cell? Cell is structural and function unit of your body. Structural and function unit of your body. You can see the picture here. You can see the picture on your screen. So these are the small cells. Okay, who are clumped together. Who are clumped together. Am I audible to you? Please put down in your chat box. Am I audible? Okay. Okay, thank you. So what will happen is the cells will come together. Okay, thank you. Okay, so what will happen is these cells will come together forming a tissue. The tissue will form the organ and organ the organism. Okay, then here what happens is the study of these cells. The study of these cells is known as cytology. The study of the structure and functions of a cell is known as cytology. Logy means study, cyto means cell. Okay, cyto means cells and logy means study. So study of cells or study of the structures and functions of cell is known as cytology. Okay, the study of structures and functions of cell is known as cytology, and cells are nothing but structural and function unit of your body or structural or function unit of your life. Cells form tissue, tissue forms organ, organ forms organisms. Okay. Anyone has got any doubt? Understood this? Anyone who has got doubt, you can ask it now itself. We'll try and clear any doubts regarding this. If there are any doubts, any questions, please do ask. Okay, please do ask and clear doubts now itself. Okay, so once again, cells. Okay, please do ask. Okay, don't keep it with yourself. If there are any doubts, please ask me. The cells, one cell and many cells come together, form a tissue. Everyone should say this to me that there are no doubts. If there are any questions, please do ask. The cells will form the tissues. The tissues will together form an organ. Okay, an organ will give rise to an organism. Cells are nothing but, note down the points and take. I will be asking the questions in the next class. So structural and functional unit of your body is known as cells. Remember these definitions. Structural and functional unit of your body is known as cells. Okay, and the study of cells is known as cytology. Okay, study of cells is known as cytology. Cyto means cells and logy means study. Cytology, if the question is asked, what is cytology? That means study of cells is known as cytology. Okay, or study of structural and functional functions of the cells is known as cytology. So, hopefully this is clear. No doubts, right, regarding this? Okay. So, this is about cytology. The study of the structures and functions of cells is known as cytology. The study of cells is known as cytology. Cyto means cells and logy means study. The skin cells, one cell will, many cells clump together forms tissues, tissue forms organs, organ forms organism. Okay, organ forms organism. And you can see the picture as well on the screen. This is a picture of cells. Okay, this is a picture of cells. Clear, right, everyone? Okay, so next is study of next is okay. Next coming to another field of biology that is known as histology. Before earlier you studied about cytology, and now you are studying about histology. Histology is nothing but study of tissues. Tissues which are made up of cells. Tissues which are made up of cells. Many cells together form tissues. Okay. Many or group of cells form tissue. Okay. Group of cells or many form tissues. Okay. Many or group of cells form tissues. So histology is nothing but study of tissues. Remember this. Histology is nothing but study of tissues, whereas cytology is study of cells. Okay, this is about one muscles. Many muscle cells have come together, giving out the muscle tissue. This is the skeletal or striated muscle. Okay, muscles which are present in your legs, hands, body. These many such many such muscle cells come together to give out one what I should say muscle tissue. Okay, to give out the muscle tissue. So histology is nothing but study of tissue. Tissue is many or group of cells form tissue. Okay, many or group of cells is known as tissue. Next, coming to embryology. We have also discussed this in the earlier class as well. Embryology. Embryo means a small developing creature. Okay, a small developing creature in your in a mother's womb is known as embryo. Logy means study. Study of the development and growth of the organism. That day, many of them had asked me questions about this. So I had told them that how actually the embryo works, or I had given the example as well. If you have seen any sonography of any pregnant women, so you must have seen that how small or tiny the structure will be. So this is about how the embryos will be. So this is the embryo of human. Okay, this is the embryo of human, and there are others. This is fish, salamander, turtle, chicken, rabbit. Okay, so what happens? This is the embryo of. This is the initial stage. This is the embryo of humans. Okay, initial stage like this. The embryo will be. Okay, the embryo will be in this way. Later, it keeps growing until a full-fledged human being is grown. Okay, with hands, legs, head, organs. Okay, organs, eyes, nose, ears, everything. All these are grown from year to year till the 9 months. Till the 9 months. This is a small embryo. From here, it grows onto this full human. Okay, to full human. Small baby is good. Till it grows into the small baby, where it gets its hands, legs, hair, other organs. Okay, other organs. But the start is from here. This is a small embryo. Okay, the small embryo growing. The study of the development and growth of the organism from here to till the human is grown, that entire study is known as embryology. How it grows and how it develops. Okay, from here it will grow little bigger, little bigger, little even more bigger until the ninth month it will grow into the full-fledged human being. Okay, that entire this growth and development. This study is known as embryology. This study is known as embryology. Many of them must have seen the sonographies and also very small, tiny dot-like structure will be there. Whereas it go when the by 7th month, by 8th month, you can see a little bit grown structures as well in your. So if you have seen any of the women's sonography and all, you must have seen how the growth takes place or the development takes place, and that study where the study is done from this small structure, from this small structure to the full human being, that study is known as embryology. Okay, from this small structure to the full human being, this study is known as embryology. Okay, to study about the growth and development of an organism. Anyone has got doubt regarding the embryology? You can see the embryos as well on the screen. That is about fish, about salamander, about turtle, about chicken, about rabbit as well. And this is about human. Anyone has got doubt? Anyone who have not understood embryology? That day also someone in the last class also someone had asked me questions about embryology. Anyone? It's clear to you about embryology? It's clear about embryology. This is a small embryo of human, whereas from here it grows onto the full-fledged human being. Full-fledged human being. You can see in the pictures as well. If there is doubt, see if there are any doubts, ask me now itself so that it is clear. Okay, don't keep doubts to yourself. Ask me clear it here itself. Okay. So from here, from a small structure, how it grows on to become a full-fledged human being, that is known as embryo. That is known as embryology. The study is known as embryology. Okay. So this was about embryology. Anyone has got any doubt regarding this? No, right? If there is any doubts, please do ask me. Put down on the chat box, please. If there are any doubts, don't. It's difficult to see if you raise hand, so please put down in the chat box. Put down your chat. Sorry, put down your doubts. Someone had raised a hand, right? Ask me the question if there is any doubt. Okay, so this is, please see the picture, please note down the points, please note down the points, and whatever I write here, definitions and all, also write down so that it doesn't become what I should say. There must be no confusion when you are reading it when you are reading it at home or you are going through the points once again. Okay, whoever has raised the voice, please, raise the hand, please. If there are any doubts, put down in the chat box. Okay. Okay, this is about a study of embryology. I mean, the study of the growth and development of an organism. Are there any doubts regarding this or any until now whatever we have done? Okay. Good. Okay. Next is about different field of study in biology. One is parasitology. Parasitology is nothing but now we'll break this. Okay, we'll break this. What is parasitology? Okay, parasite. I'll break it from here. Okay, I'll break it from here. Parasites means those organisms which cause diseases. Which cause diseases in other organism. Okay, which cause diseases in other organism. Okay, parasites are nothing but parasites are the organisms which cause diseases in other organisms. Okay, which cause diseases in other organisms. When they uh, when they come in contact with the other organism, what they do is they live into that particular organism and cause the disease. Okay, they live into that particular organism and causes the diseases. Okay, parasites are nothing but which live into that particular organism and cause the diseases. Like some of the viruses. Okay, some of the viruses. What they do is they come in contact with the human. These viruses come in contact with the human. They grow here. Okay, they grow here. Not only they live inside that particular human. Okay, this is a human. My kind of human. No? Okay, what they do is they not only live into this particular human but also cause disease. Okay, but also cause diseases. That are some example is viruses, then some of the bacteria, some of the fungi as well. Okay, some of the fungi as well. What they do, they come in contact with the human body, they grow into the human body and cause diseases in them. Okay, and cause diseases in them. So parasites are the organism which cause diseases in other organisms. Okay, the study of the organism that live in or on the other organism that causes diseases. Okay, that cause diseases. What they do is they grow into other human beings. They grow into the cells of the other human beings, and what they do, they cause diseases. Who? Parasites. Okay, who? Parasites. Now, what is parasitology? Okay, parasitology is nothing but study of disease causing organism. Study of disease causing organism. Remember this? Parasitology is nothing but study of disease causing organism. The study of disease causing organism is known as parasitology. Okay. How they enter into the body, how they cause the disease, where they live, what they take up the nutrients from the body, everything is studied under parasitology. Parasites are nothing but those organisms who grow into the human body, and cause diseases in them. Examples are viruses, bacteria, and fungi. You must be very aware, right? Some of those viruses, one among them is COVID now, in trend, which comes in contact with the human body that is affects the lungs, growth inside the body, and causes the disease. Okay, so like that only, many such these harmful organisms, what they do, they come in contact with the human body, they grow into the human body and cause diseases in them. Those organisms are known as parasites. Okay, those organisms are known as parasites, whereas the study of this organism, Indrajit, if there is any doubt, please put down in the chat box. So, the study of this disease causing organism is known as parasitology. If there are any doubts, put down in the chat box. If these disease-causing organisms are known as, the study of these disease-causing organisms is known as parasitology. Okay, they are known as parasitology. Wait, I'll see what is it out. How interparasite, how they enter. Okay, and entrance is through wound or mostly to the like the areas which are the open to or by which they can enter into our system, like through nose, ears, then by our mouth, eyes. Okay, by our eyes and all these places which allow these parasites to enter, and some of them can be food as well. Okay, food, contaminated water as well, by which they enter into our they enter into these parasites can enter into our body. Okay, and some of those parasites can enter also through blood transfusion as well. If we have taken up blood from if we have taken up blood from other any human or any okay mosquitoes as well, yes, some of the insects are also the one carriers of such parasites. Okay, that is one is plasmodium vivax. The plasmodium vivax is carried by mosquitoes, so that parasites also enter into our body by such this insects as well, and otherwise by food, by such openings through eyes, nose, mouth. You also know that how COVID enters into our system, that is through our eyes, nose, and the mouth openings, right? The same way. If there are any doubts regarding this topic, uh, please go through it. If there are any doubts, ask me in the next class. Write down the points, read once. Okay. Any doubts, please ask me in the next class. Do not keep the doubts with you. So how they enter plasmia is from the openings, that is from the eye, nose, mouth openings, through food, through such insects, that is mosquitoes, house flies, also such what is the organism parasites can enter into our body. So I have taken your question.